I've been a nurse for 25 years in the line of hospice care for about 7. So my sister she was diagnosed with breast cancer and it spread to her brain. So from diagnosis to death with her, it was a little over a year. And so she was on hospice. And so I got to really intimately see what that looked like. And then again with my cousin as well, same thing, quick, sudden diagnosis and transitioning to death also, but hospice was really pivotal in coming in and helping in end of life. There's an impact that can be made during the end of death time. We're all going to die, but that can look different based on who's involved and who's around you when hospice is involved, and that's what I saw. I was always a helper. Even as a little girl, I had to have my hands in everything, helping always. I hope that when I show up, the characteristics show up with me. So as I'm doing things, I hope that it translates my compassion based on how I communicate with the family members and the patients, what I do, what I say, how I do it. I hope it's translated. Just recently, we received a referral that a patient was going to be coming on hospice. This patient was currently in the hospital and planning to discharge. I could tell that this gentleman probably was not going to be alive for very long. And one of his biggest wishes were he did not want to die in the hospital. And so we did everything that we could to try on that day to get him home. And then the patient was discharged later that day. And I reached the home about 15 minutes after the squad had left and put him in bed. And the wife came out, met me in the driveway and said, "I think he's passed." And so I followed her in the home and I did my assessment, and indeed he had passed. And they said, "Leslie, we are so grateful that he got home. Do you know this is all that he wanted?" And we were able to give him the gift of dying at home. I was just glad to be a part of impacting the last few minutes of this gentleman's life. I know that I am here on purpose. And again, everyone is going to die. As the time comes closer, it's anxiety producing. It's fearful, not just for the patient, but for the family members. So I keep showing up because I know I bring something with me. I bring not just skill, but compassion, empathy. So you're able to have a positive impact in what this end will look like.